tell you about a piece of music I've just written that's going to be performed on April 16, which is going to feature the Central New York Jazz Orchestra along with guest artist and NEA jazz master David Liebman on saxophone. The title of the piece is If a White Horse from Jerusalem, Suite for Jazz Orchestra and Soloist. The piece gets its title from a poem which was written by Ada Aharoni, who is an Israeli writer, poet, playwright, and lecturer who was born in Cairo. The piece that I've written is 4 movements long, and it contains materials from both the Jewish and Arabic musical traditions, some historical material, and some modern material. And I'd like to just show you some of the sources and kind of how it all came together and give you a couple examples. The first movement of the suite is entitled Ahava Rabbah. Ahava Rabbah is a scale which is associated with Jewish, particularly with klezmer music, and it sounds like this. That scale provides the source material harmonically and melodically. And here's a sample of the movement. The second movement of the suite is entitled Allahu Allahu Makam Aj Ara. Just to explain to you a bit about the title, Allahu Allahu is a prayer which has been set to music. It is associated with the Islamic faith tradition. The original text dates back to the time of the Prophet Muhammad, almost 1500 years ago. The Makam Aj Ara is a scale, it's an Arabic scale, which serves as the bass line for the piece. The melody, the Allahu Allahu, remains constant. It's repeated several times throughout the piece, punctuated by improvisation by the soloist. The melody that's the melody of the piece, and you'll hear how it's treated orchestrally along with interludes by the soloist. Movement 3 of the piece, the title is Kilo Noe Makam Saba. I'll explain to you a bit about this title as well. This piece consists of 2 melodies, or 2 sets of material, which are intended to be performed simultaneously, really without regard for one another. The Kilo Noe, historically, is a song, a Jewish song associated with the Passover Seder. And the Makam Sabah is an Arabic scale, once again another Makam. The Kilo Noe sounds like a... And the Makam Saba is a... So you're going to have these 2 elements at the same time. The fourth movement of the suite is entitled Present Tense. And in the fourth movement, Present Tense, we hear all of the other material that's been presented prior in movements 1, 2, and 3 is represented again in the fourth movement, Present Tense. The movement is kind of in a traditional modern contemporary jazz sort of setting. And technically speaking, the music that's represented, maybe perhaps it's in a different key or a slightly different meter, different mode. And conceptually speaking, it represents the idea that the original ideas, which are represented by the musical ideas, still remain, although they are presented in a more modern context, in how they coexist and how they intermingle. And a lot of that is left up for the listener to decide how that all works out. So there you have it. There's a bit about the music that will be performed. If a White Horse from Jerusalem, Suite for Jazz, Orchestra, and Soloist, featuring David Liebman, be performed once again by the Central New York Jazz Orchestra, featuring David Liebman as saxophone soloist. That'll be on April 16th at the Carrier Theater in downtown Syracuse. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you there.